Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week astrology for the week of March 24th to March 30th. We're going to talk all about this week and how you can make the most of it, make the most of just one small day. That's what we do here on this week astrology. And if you notice in our thumbnail today, we have pecans and spinach because I'm kind of over celebrities. I think a few weeks back, I try to put celebrities in there just because they usually have aspects for the week. But now we're going to be focusing on pecans and spinach because I'm a little celebritied out. So we will be talking about pecans and spinach and how they're going to feature this week. And it'll be helpful to get you healthy for spring. So that ought to be fun. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I am Joshua the Psychic. I do psychic astrology readings, coaching, and classes, and information about my services can be found in the description box below. You can check out my website, psychicsun.com. In fact, you can go onto the website to get your full moon in Libra, Lunar, Eclipse, Tarotscopes, and you'll find out what you need to know for your full moon in Libra, which we have on Monday, March 25th. And directly after this show, we'll be doing full moon, lunar eclipse, Tarotscopes and horoscopes for your sign. And if you're catching this after this live, well, you'll be able to catch that replay. So you'll be able to see it irrespective of when you're watching this broadcast. Hey, Pam, happy Friday to you. Nice to see you. So do check out the horoscopes and Tarotscopes if you're catching this live or if you're watching this on Friday. Hey, Gayla, nice to see you. Join me at 1:45 p.m. East, and we're going to talk all about this full moon that we have on Monday, March 25th, and how you can make the most of it. But first, let's talk about this week and what is going on. Grandma Nay, you got snow? Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. I miss the snow. I live in LA now, but I am originally from Boston, and we used to have lots of snowfall. Hey, Casmar, happy Friday to you. Nice to see you. So on Monday, the 24th of March, we are in our last day of our waxing moon cycle. Hey, Kelsey, nice to see you. Happy Friday. So yeah, we have our last day of our waxing moon cycle from our new moon in Pisces that we had on March 10th. So under that waxing moon phase, we're drawing stuff in, and we have a full moon phase coming up on Monday, and it's a lunar eclipse, which we're going to talk about. But we're drawing in energy. This is our last day to really do so, and then the energy is more about letting go and letting God, letting things happen. So you're taking inspired action, you're pursuing your desires, and you're manifesting your intentions, exploring paths to miracles under the Pisces new moon that we had. We're still under its influence, even though the sun's now in Aries, and it's a time for miracles. And all miracles are based on love. So the more you can love, the more miracles you'll experience. Your day's planetary ruler on Sunday is the sun. The sun connects us to the eternal present moment. It's a day to enjoy your life and to bask in the feeling of being alive. So try to get some sunshine if you can, or you could even eat yellow foods like corn. What are some other yellow foods? Corn, bananas, anything like that would be good for you on Sunday. Your moon on Sunday will be in Virgo until 4:37 p.m. East, at which point Luna will then enter Libra. So we're moving from precise analysis and diligent work on Sunday to harmonious balance and aesthetic grace, which is associated with Libra. On Sunday, your day is the 24th of March, and numerologically 24 embodies stability and responsibility. It signifies order, discipline, and caring, merging organization with nurturing. So that ought to be very nice. And you got a sweet aspect on Sunday. Venus in Pisces will sextile Jupiter in Taurus. This is going to bring us lots of good vibes. You want to harmonize your dreams with abundance. Love and fortune will blend with this aspect enriching relations and material gains. So it's a very nice aspect that we have. Alfred Adler had this aspect in his chart. He was an Austrian medical doctor, psychotherapist, and founder of the School of Individual Psychology. Adler's emphasis on the importance of feelings of belonging, relationships within the family, and birth order set him apart from Freud and others in their common circle. So maybe you read up on some Adler, because he's really very smart. Adlerian psychology could be really, really good. And in any case, definitely enjoy that aspect. That ought to be very, very nice. Additionally, on Monday, the 25th of March, well, this is the day we have it. Our Libra full moon lunar eclipse on Monday, the 25th. Here in LA, it's at 12 a.m. exactly. If you're on the East Coast, it's at 3 a.m. on the 25th. And if you're on Central Time, well, it'll be 2 a.m. And it's a time in which we're illuminating relationships, because Libra is all about balance. Balance for Libra often is partnerships. And we're seeking balance with this full moon. We're embracing transformative insights, and we're going to talk all about it, not just on This Week Astrology, but after this show. As I said, we're going to have our full moon in Libra, Tarotscopes and Horoscopes, so do stay tuned for that if you are catching this live, and watch the replay if you're catching this at a later date. On Monday, it is the Moon's Day, the most sensitive, porous day of the week, so be sure to double down on your self-care and nurture your subconscious mind. Don't give yourself the luxury of a negative thought on the Moon's Day. And you'll have a Libra moon, of course, on Monday. Embrace its harmonious energy for balance and relationships. It's a day for diplomacy, beauty, and fostering connections. Really nice day. And 25, numerologically, for Monday, represents wisdom and change. It signifies learning, introspection, and transformation. So you want to acknowledge with adaptability. And it's Pecan Day. I love pecans. Celebrate this symbol of prosperity and abundance, often used in rituals and ceremonies for positive changes like financial prosperity or finding love. I love pecans. I love pecans. They're really good in a salad, actually. Squash. Oh, yeah. Squash is yellow? Squash is yellow, Casimir? I think you're right. It is. It is. I haven't had squash in a while. So enjoy some pecans. I like them in a salad. And I used to have raw pecans, but lately I've been a little bad. I've been having roasted and salted pecans in my salad because I like to live dangerously. It's your favorite. It's your favorite nut, Grandma Nay? I don't know if I can say it might be now. I go through phases. I'm in a pecan phase right now. But enjoy Pecan Day and have some pecans if you are so inclined. On Tuesday, the 26th of March, can you believe it's the end of March already? So crazy, right? You love pecans. I love pecan pie, probably not as healthy as regular pecans. Pecan pie, I haven't had pecan pie in, wow, I don't even remember when. But with vanilla ice cream, that could be really good. That could be really good. Roasting brings out the best. That's what I think. I like my pecans roasted, for sure, and salted. In any case, on Tuesday, we are now, come Tuesday, after our full moon lunar eclipse that we have on Monday, the 25th, we're now going to be under our waning moon cycle. So we're embracing introspection. We're releasing what no longer serves us. This period is ideal for gratitude, forgiveness, and rest. And we're preparing for renewal. We are in eclipse season, and we do have our new moon solar eclipse in Aries on April 8th. We'll be talking all about that at a later date, but you want to release what doesn't serve you any longer. So what is love flows, what is not goes. And on Tuesday, your planetary ruler is Mars. Action-oriented Mars rules your day on Tuesday, which is ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. However, because it is eclipse season and people can get a little bit wonky, a little bit emotional, you might want to sleep on things before making any major moves, right? Around the eclipse, usually a week of the eclipse, we can feel very, very emotional, and we may want to take a little bit of time to slow our roll because you can't unring a bell, right? So just keep that in mind. Your moon will be in Libra on Tuesday. Keywords for Libra include diplomatic, graceful, peace-loving, social, fair, cooperative, charming, idealistic, balanced, aesthetic, indecisive, and romantic. And Venus is still in Pisces, where she's so happy. Venus is happiest in Pisces, and with this Libra energy that we'll be in under this eclipse, it's a great time for beauty, for love, harmony, romance, relationships, and even money, because Venus does rule Libra and it's exalted in Pisces, and Venus rules love as well as money. The love part of Venus is typically associated with Libra because they're all about relationships, and the financial part of Venus is Taurus because Taurus rules finances. And numerologically on Tuesday, 26 stands for guidance and nurturance. It represents the role of mentorship and the impact of giving, blending support with generosity. So it's a nice day on Tuesday, and it's National Spinach Day. Celebrate the nutritional and metaphysical benefits of spinach. This leafy green symbolizes growth and vitality and promotes health and abundance. And because it's green, it's good for your heart chakra. So if you want to empower your chakras, just eat the color of foods associated with that chakra. So you could have some spinach, and then you could eat it with intention. You could be like, oh, I have my big bowl of spinach, and I'm healing my heart. I'm making my heart stronger and able to love more, able to love yourself more, able to love your friends, your family, and the people in your life a lot more. So have some spinach on Tuesday if you are so inclined. That could be a lot of fun. Hey, Common gave you. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And yes, I'm glad you're joining this live. Nice to see you here. Chocolate turtles. Oh, boy. Now you're bringing me back. I haven't had a chocolate turtle in literally probably about 15 years. I don't know. Are they still big? I know they were before. Yes. Thank you, Casmar. That's what I had. I actually had that last night with spinach, with, chicken. Very, very tasty. So have some spinach with your pecans, maybe some squash on the side. I don't know. Maybe you could do some squash on the side. I don't know if that goes. In any case, definitely have some spinach on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, the 27th of March, of course, we're still under our waning moon phase. So what is love flows, what is not goes. It's a great time to introspect and really take a load off. Do whatever you can to relax under this eclipse season. It can be very challenging, but eclipses, as we're going to talk about today further on this stream, as well as with your Tarotscopes and Horoscopes, they're game changers and they push you to where you need to go. So you want to let the universe have its way with you during this period. You don't want to force things. You want to allow things. And Mercury, planet of communication, will rule your day on Wednesday. Expect lots of correspondences. So you may want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room, as you never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day. Your moon on Wednesday, the 27th of March, will be in Libra until 5:02 a.m., at which point it will then enter Scorpio. So we're transitioning on Wednesday from seeking harmony and balance, Libra, to delving into intense emotions and transformative experiences, Scorpio. So under a Scorpio moon, typically there's some kind of death. There's some kind of letting go. And it might be minor and it might be very positive. Like think of moving from a bad job to a really good job, or a terrible house to a wonderful house, right? Even though your transition is positive, you still have to mourn the past in order to really reap the benefits of those new beginnings. So under the Scorpio moon, it's important to be flexible, to let go of things that no longer serve you, and be gentle with yourself and other people, because people are going to be a lot more intense during that day. So keep that in mind. On Wednesday, it's a 27. So we're completing a cycle, right? Because the cross sum of 27 is 9. 2 plus 7 is 9. and that's the highest single-digit number, so it's about completion. 27 in particular represents spiritual insight and compassion. It signifies enlightenment, empathy, and idealism. Think inner wisdom with humanitarian ideals. And if that wasn't enough, folks, it's Mariah Carey's birthday, and she's going to be 55 years old. Can you imagine? With each note, Mariah Carey continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Her timeless music and unparalleled talent remind us why she's a legend. So while you are eating your bananas on Sunday and having your pecan spinach salad on Tuesday, you might want to put on some Mariah Carey on Wednesday. I like old school Mariah Carey, 1990 Mariah Carey, Vision of Love Mariah Carey, Someday Mariah Carey, although her later stuff is also cool. So do that. She's a lot of fun, and you'll get tapped into that Aries energy because she is an Aries. Oh boy, is she ever. And I believe she has some strong Scorpio in her chart. I think she has a Scorpio moon. I think she has a Scorpio moon and a Cancerian rising, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check back on that. And on Thursday, March 28th, of course, we're still under our waning moon cycle. So what is love flows? What is not goes. It's a good idea to focus on your gratitude and forgiveness. Don't let anybody steal your joy. You want your heart to be really open, and forgiveness is the easiest way to release resistance and let your cork float, to go with the flow and to be light. And when you're light and enlightened, you're closer to God because your energy rises. And when you're closer to God and enlightened, you're able to manifest. You're able to manifest more expeditiously. And on Thursday, Jupiter is the ruler of Thursday. Jupiter, planet of luck and abundance, rules the day. So it's time to think big and to doubt your limits. Make moves to expand and grow on Jupiter's day. And on Thursday, you have a Scorpio moon again. You want to tap into its transformative power for depth and intensity. Scorpio wants us to die and let go for empowerment, right? So there's a letting go that's associated with empowerment. And also what I find one of the most beautiful things about Scorpio is their strength in their vulnerability. So keep that in mind. You may want to allow yourself to be vulnerable, even just with yourself under the Scorpio moon, to get really in touch with your complex emotions. It's a day for introspection, renewal, and profound emotional connections. You can get very close to people under a Scorpio moon. Also, numerologically, it is a 28 on Thursday, which is ideal for leadership and independence. 28 represents ambition, self-reliance, and the courage to lead. So think authority with personal power on the 28th, this Thursday. And as if that was not enough, you have another beautiful aspect, another sextile. So this week, folks, is really lovely. Granted, it's eclipse season and things will switch and things might be a little haywire. However, you get a lot of sextiles. And on Thursday, Venus in Pisces will sextile Uranus in Taurus. And that's going to be very, very, very nice. It actually is really good for being spontaneous, especially if you're on a quest for love. You might find yourself guided out of your comfort zone while still being grounded and secure. With this aspect, you can spark romance with innovation. So if you're in a relationship, you might want to do something a little bit different, right? That could be fun. You want to unite heartfelt connections with unexpected delights, fostering growth. Tammy Wynette, stand by your man. Tammy Wynette, because after all, he's just a man. She has this aspect in her chart. And actually, that song, Stand By Your Man, now that I think of it, is very apropos to the Libra energy that we're going through with this lunar eclipse. Tammy Wynette was a Taurus, again, Venus, which makes a lot of sense. Tauruses are extremely loyal. And that's what her song was, Stand By Your Man. Isn't that funny? She also had an Aquarius rising and a Capricorn moon. Fascinating. Fascinating. So maybe listen to some Tammy Wynette. She's still kicking. I believe she's still around. listen to her on Thursday for sure. And on Thursday, if you are so inclined, I do weekly classes and group coaching, Thursday Night Lights via Zoom at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in that, well, check out the information in the description box below. We'd love to have you. It's a lot of fun. And on Friday, it's going to be a good Friday, folks. Your waning moon on Friday is good for embracing introspection, releasing what no longer serves you. Remember, what is love flows, what is not goes. And your day's planetary ruler is Venus. So we have all this Venus energy with our full moon lunar eclipse in Libra and Pisces. Venus in Pisces right now where it's exalted. So this is the time for love. Love whatever. Love whomever. The more you can love, the more you're being your truest self, because all energy at its basis is love. So if you want more energy, if you want more luck, if you want more money, well, you just got to love a little bit more. That's all there is to it. Venus of planet of love rules your day on Friday, so it's a good idea to spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day, of course, but particularly on Venus's day. Also, it's a good idea to count your blessings, because what we focus on grows. So the more blessings that you're aware of, and the more cognizant you are of your blessings, you're identifying as somebody who is blessed, which by law of attraction is going to bring you more blessings. So we all should be doing that. I know life gets in the way, but we really should be writing a gratitude list on a daily basis, or thinking about those things that we're grateful for morning, noon, and night if we were wise. So maybe we'll start to do more of that as time goes on. It's really very practical because it will help you to achieve more in less time. And on Friday, this is exciting. The moon in Scorpio is going to move to Sagittarius at 3:51 p.m. East, which means we have a Sagittarius moon weekend. And that is, I feel, the best moon for a weekend because Sagittarius is adventuresome. It helps you to incorporate the changes that you incurred under the Scorpio moon. So it winds up happening under the Scorpio moon, as I said, there's some kind of death, there's some kind of letting go. And it's a bit intense, right? But after the after the Scorpio moon, then we have the rainbow. We essentially say, okay, well, this happened. What does it mean? And because the moon will be out of Scorpio, we're going to be feeling less sensitive. We're going to be able to integrate our experiences and say, okay, well, this happened. How can I make the most of it? Because Sagittarius is optimistic, pathologically optimistic, and it's great to have a weekend with a Sagittarius moon, especially if you want to go on some adventures. That could be fun, even if it's an adventure or an exploration mentally, right? So we're moving on Friday from intense emotional depth and transformation, Scorpio, to adventurous exploration and philosophical insights, which is associated with Sagittarius. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to have a nice rainbow type of energy this weekend, and it's going to be the 29th of March. 29 numerologically embodies transformation and inner wisdom. It signifies introspection, spirituality, and resilience. Think self-discovery and inner strength. And it is Good Friday. This day commemorates Jesus Christ's crucifixion. It's a solemn day of reflection and prayer for Christians worldwide. It symbolizes sacrifice and the promise of redemption. Some really great symbolism there, especially with the sun in Aries. This is a fresh start for us all to be reborn and to welcome the spring in our hearts, right? New beginnings for us all around. So do enjoy your Friday and go to Mass if you are so inclined. That might be a nice thing to do. And on Saturday, the 30th of March, we are under our waning moon phase. Of course, we're embracing introspection. We're releasing what no longer serves us. This phase is ideal for gratitude, forgiveness, and rest. You want a light heart, right? So be in your gratitude, forgive and well, I don't know if you want to forget. It's good to forgive, that's for sure. Rest, right? And prepare for your renewal. Your day's planetary ruler on Saturday is Saturn, planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. That rules the day, so it pays to have all your ducks in a row. Granted, the moon will be in Sagittarius. If I were you, I would get the ducks in a row earlier in the week, maybe under the Scorpio moon. Because under the Libra moon early in the week, you're probably not going to want to get your ducks in a row. Libra's Venetian, not saying that they're lazy, but they certainly can be. They balance, right? So Libras will have times in which they're working harder and more efficiently, really, than anyone else. But they'll also have time in which they don't really do much. But smack dab in the middle of your week, this week, we have that Scorpio moon. And I think that's the best moon for getting your ducks in a row because you're more decisive under a Scorpio moon. In any case, if you don't have your ducks in a row by Saturday, well, get them in a row then, right? Because it pays to have all your ducks in a row on Saturn's day to prepare you for the week ahead. On Saturday, harness the Sagittarius moon's adventurous spirit for exploration and learning. It's a day for broadening your horizons and embracing freedom. That's exciting. And it's a very celebratory day on Saturday. Not just is it a Sagittarius moon, which is very celebratory in and of itself, but it's a 30. 30 represents creativity and sociability. It signifies joy, expression, and communication. Think artistic imagination and community. If you have an opportunity to go out or spend time with your friends, if it's online, in real life, etc., this Saturday is a nice day to do it. Granted, Mercury is in its shadow. We are going to be under Mercury retrograde come April 1st to the 25th of April, but that doesn't mean that life has to stop to a grinding halt, right? It's just a matter of being extra cautious when it comes to communications, giving yourself extra time to get to certain places. And we'll talk more about Mercury retrograde next week. But for now, on Saturday the 30th, it's walk in a park day. Either literally take a walk in a park or metaphorically. Enjoy a leisurely stroll outdoors, whether admiring spring's beauty or simply taking it easy. Saturday is a day for unwinding and connecting with nature. I think we all deserve a nice walk in the park, be it literally or metaphorically. Grandma Nay says, I don't have ducks. I have 6 baby chicks. They won't get in a row. I bet they won't. I bet they won't, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm glad you have 6 baby chicks. That's pretty awesome. In any case, well, enjoy your Saturday, folks. And thank you so much for joining me, especially live. We've got quite a few people in the chat today, which is very inspiring. So thank you for joining live, especially. And thank you for watching this later. I appreciate it. If you are interested in a psychic astrology reading or my coaching or my classes on Thursdays, well, check out my website, psychicsun.com. The link to that is in the description below. And also in the description blocks below, you will see our full moon in Libra, horoscopes and Tarotscopes. So definitely check that out. I will be back in about 15 minutes if you're catching this live. And again, if you're catching this at a later date, well, you'll get to see those Tarotscopes as well. So have a wonderful week, everyone. Do enjoy your full moon lunar eclipse, and I shall see you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.